Hi, I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. Wow, Gilgamesh got less ugly. Either that or this drink has hit me way faster than usual. A woman with 3 heads, 6 arms and a godlike complex. There's a joke in here somewhere about multiple personalities and my ex, but I'll leave that for your interpretation. Time to learn about the Gilded Araya. Simplified. Lower Realm is a room-wide AoE. The first time this goes off, there will be a thin blue aura that will appear around the outside wall. Touching this wall will instantly kill you. Asura Chakra will put down several donut AoEs extending from her position with a safe zone between each one. You'll just need to move between the AoEs to dodge the attack. Getting hit by any of the donut AoEs will give you a vuln stack. Later on in the fight, when she performs this again, 4 random party members will get a point-blank AoE, so these players will need to spread out and avoid overlapping these. Cutting Jewel is a small AoE tank buster. Tanks will need to make sure that they are away from the rest of the party when they take this. And everyone else shouldn't stand with the tank unless you're wondering what flavor flambéed adventurer tastes like. Asura will move into the middle of the room and cast Ephemerality. This will be a room-wide AoE that will put down several outlines of Asura above the floor around the arena. After a few seconds, these outlines will transform into clones of Asura that will cleave around them in a medium-sized circular AoE, so you'll need to get away from these to avoid them. Getting hit by any of them will give you a vuln stack. Asura will then move into the middle of the arena and summon a clone of herself that will just hang about around the outside of the arena. This clone will increase in size and become big McLarge huge. Any cast that has the word iconography in it will be repeated by the large clone, and the AoEs will always be much larger coming from the giant clone. Keep this in mind for the next part. Asura will cast Iconography Pedestal Purge. This will be a point-blank AoE from her position, so you'll need to get out of it to avoid it. Asura will then cast Iconic Execution and send a signal to the clone, which will then repeat the point-blank AoE, but the AoE will cover more than half of the arena from the position of the giant clone. So you'll need to get to the other side of the arena, away from the giant clone, to dodge the attack. Getting hit by either point-blank AoE will give you a vuln stack. Asura will then cast Iconography Wheel of Deincarnation. This will be a donut AoE from Asura's position. You'll need to get to at least close to her hitbox to dodge the attack. Asura will then send the signal while casting Iconic Execution again, and the giant clone will repeat the donut AoE. You'll need to get on the side of the arena where the giant clone is standing to be safe from its donut AoE. Getting hit by either of these donut AoEs will give you a vuln stack. Asura will then cast Iconography Bladewise. This will be a straight line AoE in the direction of a random party member. Just dodge to the side to avoid it. Asura will then cast Iconic Execution and send the signal to the clone again, and the giant clone will repeat the straight line AoE. This massive AoE will cover most of the floor in a straight line from the clone through the middle of the arena. There won't be much room, but you'll need to get to one of the sides of this AoE to dodge the attack. Getting hit by any of the straight line AoEs will give you a vuln stack. Asura will move into the middle of the room and slow cast 6-bladed Khadga. This will be 6 half rune cleaves in a pattern around the arena. First in front of Asura and then on the left or right, followed by the other side. This will repeat for a total of 6 hits. You will see the dots above the AoEs to indicate the order they will go off in. When this starts, she will fire them off one after the other. The easiest way to avoid all of the AoEs is to be behind her and stand on whichever side that the third AoE was shown. When the second AoE goes off, move into that AoE before moving straight back into the third AoE after it goes off. Then wait for the 5th AoE to go off and move over to avoid the 6th and final AoE. Getting hit by any of these half-room cleaves will give you a vuln stack. Following this, she will divide the arena in half with one side being blue and one side being red while casting either the Face of Wrath or the Face of Delight. If the Face of Wrath is being cast, a red fire mask will be flashed on the screen. If the Face of Delight is being cast, a blue smiling mask will be flashed on the screen. The half of the arena that is the same color as the mask will explode. You'll just need to move to the opposite color of the mask to dodge the attack. If you fail to get to the safe side, you'll get a debuff depending on which side you get hit by. If you get hit by the red side, you'll get the debuff of Wrathful Revelation. You'll be overcome by Divine Wrath and be unable to move. And if you get hit by the blue side, you'll get the debuff of Delightful Revelation. You'll be overcome by Divine Joy and be unable to move. In both instances, you'll be forced to dance and you might be hit by what comes next. Myriad Aspects will put down 2 sets of 6 conal AoEs with a safe zone between each one. Stand in the second set of AoEs that spawn in and move into the first ones as they go off to dodge the attacks. Getting hit by any of the conal AoEs will give you a vuln stack. The cast of Blade Scatter will put down straight line AoEs one at a time that will quickly fan around the arena. You'll also need to see which way the AoEs are traveling so you can avoid the first ones as they go off. The AoEs will only make one full revolution around the arena, so you can wait for the first ones to go off and move into the first 2 or 3 after they fire to dodge the rest of the AoEs. You will get a vuln stack per AoE you get hit by. After this will be another set of 3 iconography casts that will happen in a random order. However, instead of the giant clone performing the attacks, Asura will cause the clone to be teleported to one of the 4 cardinal points around the arena. So you'll need to quickly identify where the giant clone is and then make sure that you can dodge the AoEs as best you can. As a quick trick for this, if Asura casts the donut or point blank AoE, I like to wait in the middle of the arena so when the giant clone moves, I only have to move a few steps to get out of the way or move towards the clone. And for the straight line AoE, I like to stand towards an intercardinal spot. That way, wherever the giant clone moves to, I only need to take a few steps to my left or right to dodge the straight line AoE attack. From here, mechanics will repeat until Asura has been defeated. Congratulations, you have defeated Asura. My name is a Scrub. Thank you for watching.